How do you understand this picture? You need to have a wife and hose for you to have a good balance in life. Grab her waist. Pull her close. Lift her up. Seismic toss. May I get you snap? Nap. Ask my boyfriend for it. He's in my BO. Okay. Yo, girl told me to ask you for her snap, which is kinda weird, but can I get her snap? Class tomorrow. Hello class, in all my years of being a professor, I have never given out such poor grades for discussion posts. I'm genuinely at a loss for words. Please make sure you attend class tomorrow, as we will have many different conversations. Mr. Rogers. Below is a picture of my current state, wondering where I went wrong. I want my daughter to give me grandkids. But if she refuses to, will you make one with me instead? Mother, what are you doing? Sometimes you gotta do things yourself. I still can't believe that the entire Mr. Bean only consisted of 15 episodes. As a child you'd swear you'd seen 10 seasons of this show. My phone at 8% but my dick fully charged. Yeah, that's cuss, you never use it. It takes 30 minutes to cross. What would it take for you to walk this whole bridge? 30 minutes. Who was the first American president? Getty Images. Japanese husband has gone 20 years without speaking to his wife since she upset him. No straw to save the sea animals. I knew 6x99 looked familiar. Bitch, don't ever disrespect Lady Glitter Sparkles like this again. Giving birth isn't as painful as being kicked on the nuts. Have you had a baby? No, but over the years women say, let's have another one. I never hear a man saying, come on, hit me on the nuts again. Your lactose intolerant bosses think the water's safe to drink. This is possibly the best advertisement ever. We are looking for graphic designer. No bullshit, but having unsupervised access to the internet since Sage 11 has done irreversible damage to my brain. Uber Eats driver couldn't find my house, so look to the sky. Follow the beacon. What? Oh my god, I see it. Typical millennial bank statement. $4 coffee, $8 lunch, $4 coffee, $2,000 for rent, $15 Lyft ride, $12 for Netflix, $9 lunch, $4 coffee, $8,000 bill from doctor, $20 at brunch, $400 student loan payment. The problem is obvious. By making lunch at home, this person could have saved $3. Someone broke into my car last night. Nothing was stolen, but they chewed all my gum and put it back in the container. This is a hate crime. It took 10,000 bees 25 years to make the honey you just wasted. Takes 550 bees to make about a pound of honey in 2 to 3 weeks. Where'd you get those numbers from? I made them up for dramatic effect. What do you think really happens after death? Your family fights for your belongings. I knew my girlfriend was going to dump me, so I set up a profile called Add Profile on her Netflix account, and 3 years later I'm still watching. Dear Santa, I do not like that stunt you pulled with my parents. You are on my naughty list now. Be afraid you look slow and easy to kill. Enjoy your cookies next year, because they will be poison. I hope you die. Jeremy. Blocking someone isn't enough, I want them to get lice. I once intentionally gave a girl lice because she kept throwing her long ass hair all over my desk in class while I was trying to work on assignments. This was in like middle school. I had asked her to stop multiple times and she scoffed and kept doing it. So I picked one off my own head and threw it into her hair. Couple days later she came to school crying with a bob. I do not regret it. Some little white girl between 8 and 10 in Starbucks just looked up at me and said, "Whoa, a beautiful chocolate man," and her dad literally grabbed her arm and said, "Emily, what the duck is the matter with you?" Dudes will pay $10 for a Call of Duty skin, but think OnlyFans is ridiculous. Can your tits glow different colors whenever I shoot someone with it? Nah. I'm 32 and my girlfriend is 13. Can we still do quests together, or are our levels too far apart? Sorry, kind of new to WoW. Thanks a lot guys. I picked her up from her middle school earlier, and we're going to get to questing as soon as she's done grading her students' papers. How it be? Get actual help and therapy. It is what it is, men. That motor's cooked. One time when I was like 11, my dad took me to an Italian restaurant and the waiter asked what my name was, and I said Sam, but you can call me Captain Ravioli, and my dad just looked at me and said, what the duck was that? Don't do that, and I've been chasing that high ever since. Bro, where I live is peaceful as duck. I swear for a hot minute, I thought your place had raw meat as furniture. Unpopular opinion, cookie dough is worth taking the risk of getting salmonella. Dylan, pull yourself together and go get a damn spoon. It's cookie dough, not a beefy 5-layer burrito, have some class. Thinking about in 7th grade when I got escorted to the police station after school because they found out I was prank calling local businesses as Ricky PP, and when I walked in, the officer who was waiting there with my mom to talk to me said, if it isn't Ricky PP. Birthday Shreks is having Shreks to celebrate your parents having Shreks. You'll ever notice how schools heavily blame depression in teens on social media rather than the immense amount of pressure and stress that students feel from school. Thinking about the word minimum written in cursive. What's the etiquette of rubbing one out under the table? You ask this on almost every video. May I suggest you seek professional help? A shark could swim faster than me, but I could probably run faster than a shark. So in a triathlon, it would all come down to who is the better cyclist. Type Garfield with your eyes closed. Since I can type without even watching my keyboard due to training and being a novelist, I wouldn't call that a challenge. Sorry lol. Whoa, you spelled Garfield really wrong. Does watching gay porn makes you gay? LMAO, watching anime porn doesn't make you cartoon. Don't worry bro. Well, my ex cancelled the Spotify premium I was using, which unfortunately means I'm revoking her dad's access to my Disney Plus. Good guy. Hate to see him caught in the crossfire. At the end of every haircut they ask me if I want product in my hair, to which I always reply no, I'm going home to shower anyway, because hair in my shirt bothers me so much. I have an assigned haircut shirt. Are there people getting haircuts and just going about their day? Yo, my dad put an AC unit and insulated Roush's doghouse. Dads be like, I don't want a dog, then go out and do stuff like this for them. Be thankful if you don't know what this machine is. The last thing a piece of bread sees. My brother wanted to show me his new tattoo. Why is male country music like hot girls and teeny tiny shorts? I will make you my wife, bear my children, front porch, family values, casseroles, and female country music is like oops, I killed my husband. Hey men, do you dry off your face after a shower with the same towel you use to dry your balls, or do you have a separate ball towel? You start with the face then head on down. The towel forgets everything by tomorrow. I just put my mama in a Bentley. Nice, I put mine in a state of constant worry for my well-being. The AI prompt was salmon in the river, so majestic. Father faints when he meets his triplet babies for the first time in 1946. This was before the ultrasound was invented. Cracked the code. Why them pants look like that one soccer ball everyone has, but doesn't know where it's from. Someone screenshotted one of my tweets and found the company I work for and sent it to them. It eventually ended up on the director of operations desk. Too bad that's me, bitch. I chose to not fire myself. They've lived so many lives. Soulmates will always manage to find each other. I'd be like, nah, my parents didn't pass on any weird habits to me, then show up to the airport 5 hours early. Praying for the people in England. What happened there? They live there. My brother's toothbrush is over the past month. Why is he so angry? Does dude even still have teeth? The way men can effortless flirt with their homies, but fumble talking to a bad bitch needs to be studied. There should be an Olympics, where athletes can take as many drugs as they want. Like duck it, let's see how high humans can really jump. Dating girls who are obsessed with Instagram is the ducking worst. I have been taking pictures of you for the last 30 minutes for your internet clout. We are at the zoo. Can we please go look at the ducking pandas? A man in Florida woke up with a headache, only to discover his wife has shot him while he slept. He survived. Dude got up and was just like, "Oh babe, I got a bad headache." Animals are so crazy because why is your mom only 1 year older than you? Teachers on their way to save the bully after the quiet kid fights back. Using after a normal sentence is the funniest shit ever. Going to play with my kids. I'm home alone with my cat. Had to bury my wife again. Would you like to buy a custom video just for you? Of what? Anything you want, honey. Just for $40. A cat driving a tractor. No. You said anything. Police department rides POPO on squad cars to relate with young residents. This is the cockiest hospital I have ever seen. The people in movies based off true stories. The picture of the real person at the end of the movie. I just found out that the Korean Baseball League's championship trophy is a giant sword. Every other sports league on the planet needs to get their shit together. A man tried to rob a bank after paying $500 to a wizard to make him invisible. So I'm at Walmart returning 37 pool noodles because youth ministry, and rather than explaining the whole story of why I'm a grown man returning 37 pool noodles when asked reason for return, I just said the shopping list said noodles, but not what kind. Boy was my wife mad. Name a scam. Going to sleep on time and waking up tired. Being a boy must be hard, like they have to text us first and buy us food and always look cute with no makeup and have nice cars and a steady job and be tall and impress parents and friends and brothers and sisters and be a gentleman always and never be in a bad mood like. When I say the other day, it can be any time between yesterday and my birth. People cry doing their math homework. Some of you never had to spend hours in the kitchen table crying as your dad shouts, "What is 3 times 7?" I would like to think money won't change me, but I won $5 on a scratch-off lottery ticket and immediately bought name brand aluminum foil. Why are trains so expensive? You going that way anyways, just drop me off. Hey Gatorade. I'm having trouble opening the lid to some of your bottles. Any ideas what the problem is? We are very sorry to hear you're having trouble with our twist off caps. Maybe hit the gym once or twice, you ducking pussy. I ate a cat. You make me want to cry. That's, in my opinion, kind of cruel. But even so, I do respect your opinion. I will eat another. Told this girl to snap me when she got home. I think she homeless, bruh. So I'm at the bank waiting in line and the guy in front of me is spitting game to the teller. She's laughing and he's attractive, so I can tell she's digging it. He asks her if he can take her out and she says, "With what?" "The whole $11.96 you got in your account, son." My chest. Hello, Hannah. I made it clear in the tease. No pets. Do not want hair or fleas in apartment. I assure you that will not be a problem. Ken. Frank is hair free and adorable. That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I should be increasing your rent for even suggesting that. Electricity went out and I had a small meltdown at work today. Guys, I'm stuck in the WeWork lift. Hi. Guys is a gendered pronoun. We recommend alternatives like folks, all, everyone, y'all, team, crew, etc. We appreciate your help in building an inclusive workplace at Head Out. Folks, I'm stuck in the WeWork lift. My teacher came to school in pajamas to protest finals being held at 7 in the morning. What's the longest 5-letter word in English? The longest 5-letter word in English is 12th, which has 7 letters. NASA wants to probe deeper into Uranus than ever before. NASA better take me out to dinner first. Eating alone in school. Wow, I feel so self-conscious, I'm miserable. Eating alone now at work. This is the most relaxing part of my day. 20 years old, single, and a proud homeowner. Never stop working for your dreams. A man said he couldn't breathe when sleeping, so he installed a camera to see why. What's the strangest punishment your parents ever gave you? My parents said I was playing too much Skyrim when it came out, so they took the router with them to work every day. Good thing you don't need internet to play an offline, single player game. I've opened 6 birthday cards so far and already up $165. I love working for USPS. It's a new day in America. Joe Biden is not my president. Are you Trump supporter? No, I'm from India. I graduated from law school 6 years ago with $250,000 of student loan debt. But after years of hard work and tens of thousands of dollars of payments, I can officially say that I now owe $315,000. Hooray. They dead us used Getty Images photo of a shark and cropped it onto their post LMFAO. The DCEU is a ducking joke. That's what stock photos are for. Did you think they actually photographed a dude chilling with sharks? For my second date with my husband, we met in New York City and went to a party and ended up at a McDonald's at 3 AM where he reached across the table, grabbed my hands, looked at me adoringly, and said, "I hate this. I wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Do not expect this of me again." There's no fun allowed on this planet. On God, I hate it here. Cops shut down massive 3,000 person game of hide and seek at Ikea. Kids today are like, so what did y'all do before the internet? Did you just not know anything? And the answer is yes. You would ask your Aunt Marge a question, she'd give you the wrong answer, and you'd carry that misinformation for 20 years. Friends, if you can't pray in English, please pray in your local language. Last Sunday I heard someone saying, "Lord, you are nothing without me." Imagine going to hell because of grammar. 7-year-old me when the teacher tells me to sit with a girl. Oman. 14-year-old me when the teacher tells me to sit with a girl. Yemen. After impregnating her. Iran. I ducking hate grocery store checkout screens asking me if I want to donate $20 to end child hunger or whatever. You're a $10 billion corporation. I'm using a coupon to get 50 cents off a bag of potatoes. Why don't you donate $20 to end child hunger? I just tried to use the bathroom in Wendy's and saw this. Never going back. Savin lives. That little boy went in the water and never came back out, lol. Think his mom was looking for him, but it's cool, Mayo. You shouldn't bully people. I'm upset now, and my only option is to take it out on my infant son. Hope you're happy, pal. Pizza, but everything is crust except the crust. Thanos should have killed all of us. Definitely the future of television I had in mind was me having to Google every movie I want to watch to see if it's currently in one of its 1-month windows on any of the 7 streaming services I pay for. This is way easier than buying a DVD. I love it. I have felt uncomfortable before, but we were just passed by a slow moving hearse and funeral cars. My son is dressed as the Grim Reaper. He ducking waved. So I had a wedding in my calendar for this Saturday, and I was very stressed out because I didn't know whose it was, and I was afraid I was going to miss it. Then I realized that it was part of my 20-year plan, and I set it like 5 years ago. It's my wedding. I'm missing my wedding. This photograph I took of this bird in the sunset looks so peaceful. Am I high, or does that bird look like a rabbit on skis in the middle of a long jump? I asked this guy, how tall are you? And he handed me this. Yes, I'm tall. I'm 6 feet 10. No, I'm not kidding. Yes, that is tall. No, I do not play basketball. I play volleyball. Yes, seeing the tops of everyone's head is weird. Yes, the weather is nice up here. This has been a great conversation. A mirror this big. The price of mirrors was one of my most shocking adult discoveries. High school really had me sweating balls in gym, then sent me straight to history or math. What the duck? Teller, so did you wanna deposit the whole $3? Me, yo, lower your voice. Boys literally don't post anything on social media. A guy could be getting married and he'll only post like the sunset on his story. This guy stood up the whole 6 hours so his wife could sleep. Now that is love. No, he has a selfish ass wife. Alcohol won't take you anywhere. Nobody drinks it as a mode of transport. A typical website visit in 2022. 1. Figure out how to decline all but essential cookies. 2. Close the support widget asking if I need help. 3. Stop the auto playing video. 4. Close the subscribe to our newsletter pop-up. 5. Try and remember why I came here in the first place. What the? This dude can probably drink peanut butter through a straw. Oh my god, you people can't do anything. We don't talk enough about how stressful Halloween costumes are for the ADHD community. I've been alive 20 years and still haven't found the right thing to say when someone knocks on the door of the public bathroom you're in. How do people who hate small talk plan on being in sustained meaningful relationships? What are you gonna do? Hi honey, I'm home. Do you think free will truly exists? A child ripped up their allowance because he wasn't happy with the amount. His mom walked out of her room and saw this. What would you do if this was your child's behavior? Keep it and give him a piece of it anytime he asks for money. LMAO. I saw a strip club across the street from a mini golf place, and I'm liberal but that's too much for me. What if you're just trying to have a nice afternoon with your family, then your kids look across the street and have to see a bunch of losers playing mini golf? An actual text my mother just sent me. No, I'm just not in a good mood. Okay, maybe have a banana and sit outside for a while. There needs to be a word for when you're starving, but would also rather die than eat any of the food in your kitchen. Bill Gates was a dropout. Yeah, but he dropped out of Harvard, not 11th grade intensive reading. Remember when you were little and I'd fall on the trampoline and everyone would keep jumping so you couldn't get back up? That's being an adult. Never tuck your shirt in again. The tech who did my breast ultrasound put gel on the wand and said here comes some warm jelly and started whooshing it toward my boobs like an airplane. Then she stopped dead mid whoosh, blinked and said I'm sorry, I have twin toddlers, I am ducking exhausted. When you realize you should have bought a investment property after the 2008 market crash instead of being 9 years old. There is a really good looking guy in my accounting class and his Insta was on private, so I sent a follow request during class and he looked over at me then denied the request. My friend lied on his CV that he mastered the piano at age 15 and now he's been asked if he can play for the board of directors on Friday. Man has been sitting in the car for the past half hour googling the most painless way to break your fingers. What's something you didn't realize was going to consume so much of your time as an adult? Making food and eating that food, and then cleaning up all of that mess, and then planning what more food to buy, because I've now eaten some of my food, and then going out to buy that food. Do you bite or lick your ice cream? Anyone that bites ice cream don't fear nothing. Stage 1 psychopath. Going to the gym gives you energy, but you need energy to go to the gym. Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. What's a fun little fact about yourself? I turned 11 on the 11th of November 11. Edit. The 11th of November 11 for the non-Americans. That edit is hilarious. I've got $1 billion idea. Imagine a computer printer but like, it actually ducking works. It prints every time. Like it's ducking supposed to without issue. It just does. That no ducking problem. Companies, feel free to take this idea. This one's on me. Yesterday I learned that Minnesotans call doing donuts in a car whipping shit is, and I again must insist we shut down that state until we can figure out what's going on. I yelled good morning officer and he looked up. You ain't fooling nobody. Do we all have that friend that when you go out with them, it feels like they're a local politician who knows everyone on earth and you're their weird mute friend who just left the house for the first time in 8 years and is learning to smile again? No more snow days. School district replaces wintry days off with online classes. We got out of school at the right time. I'm so glad Gaga became a legend. I remember in high school my math teacher was like, let's see where she is in 10 years. And here we are, 10 years later with Gaga being a legend and my math teacher being in jail for sleeping with students. Bless. Yeah, of course I can paint your ceiling. Michelangelo scoffed to himself. Gonna paint a bunch of dudes with a dick outs on it though. Have a knock knock joke but someone has to start it. Knock knock. Who's there? I don't ducking know. Dumbus. It's your joke retard. Duck you. Why don't grocery stores participate in Black Friday? I don't need 20% off a flat screen. Give me half price Tide Pods and $1 coffee creamers and then you better believe I'll be at the doors at 3 AM. Why on earth would you say half a dozen when you can literally say 6? An Australian guy Bill Morgan was declared dead for 14 minutes. He somehow survived. To celebrate his survival, he bought a scratch card and won a $27,000 car. The media asked him to reenact the scratch card moment, so he bought another card and won another $250,000 jackpot. God is trying to apologize. Oh shit, my bad bruh. How do you guys cope up with sadness? We tell someone we are sad and they tell us don't be sad and then we stop being sad. Millennials living through Y2K, 9/11, a plague, 2 economic recessions, and a possible World War III before they hit 40. Asked mom what she wanted for Christmas this year and she said I don't want any gifts. I just want to know my kids are happy. Well, that's a pretty big ask, Christy. Can I just get you the vacuum and call it even? Gen Z will drink 1 medium caramel latte, not eat a single thing till 4 PM, verbally abuse a racist, crack a joke about their mental health, and pick up a tear gas canister with their bare hands, but get nervous when they have to call to make a doctor's appointment. Last night Corona led me down a YouTube rabbit hole and I ended up watching a video of an Australian cheesemaker making parmesan. He starts his videos by saying Daj curd nerds and all the comments are Italians telling him to go duck himself. Every woman's biggest nightmare is late marriage. Mine is sitting on a toilet and a hidden snake attacks my vagina, but okay. For the life of me, I'll never understand how so many people hate immigrants who pay taxes, but admire billionaires who don't. Bros want Tinder. Have you ever said duck the police? Well, now's your chance. Selfie with Messi. Kids who grew up academically gifted are now anxious adults who have thousands of abandoned hobbies and spiral into self-hate whenever they make basic mistakes, or they are doctors. There is no in between. Tell me the last 8 digits of pi. The last 8 digits of pi are 5, 8, 7, 2, 3, 0, 7, 8. Imagine you beefing with me and I pull up to your crib with 9,000 termites. Whole foundation gone cause you wanna talk crazy. I'm not former gifted student, I'm still gifted. Put me in a 4th grade class, I'll annihilate them all, like I did the first time. Long ago a wolf explained to his son, eat a man and you'll be fed for a day. Whimper and roll over and play dead, and he'll feed you for a lifetime. And the next day the wolf woke up to find his balls missing. I was riding in an Uber with a gay male colleague when his Grindr app notification went off on his phone. The female Uber driver said, "I know that sound. My husband plays that game all the time." Me, do you have any ibuprofen? My grandpa, back in my day we just died. My 14-year-old daughter just screamed duck and slammed her bedroom door after learning she'll be menstruating every month or so for the next 30 to 40 years, and I can't blame her a bit. Do British weddings have bridesmaids? Do British wear shoes indoors? Do British wear wedding rings right hand? Do British websites use biscuits? Once I went to a party with my husband, full of people he knew from work, but I didn't. A guy came up to us, turned to me, and said, "You must be his wife." I turned to my husband and said, "You have a wife?" Should have seen the guy's face. Skylar. My favorite color is green. A dog is my favorite animal. My mom and dad just got divorced. I'm never asking a man to buy me tampons again. So help me out, I'm a bit lost here. You planning on hitting sport mode today, or are you more a secret agent vibe? We should cancel homework because it's offensive to homeless students. I asked my wife if she had any plans tonight, and I want to eat pasta alone in silence. Every time I have a programming question and I really need help, I post it on Reddit and then log into another account and reply to it with an obscenely incorrect answer. People don't care about helping others, but they love correcting others. Works 100% of the time. If you ever feel useless, remember someone made a protective cover for Nokia 3310. It was to protect the floor. Me, how long should I roast asparagus in the oven? Food blogger, wondering how long to roast asparagus? Ikmir, I've got your answer. Me, cool. Thank. Food blogger, I was born on a farm in Tennessee. My father was an angry man with 3 fingers on each hand. A war injury. Just learned that all of the "you're the best" texts my dad sends me are 1-3 quick reply options in his Toyota RAV4. Thanks for the clarification, Dad. Happy 21st birthday to my beautiful daughter, left, Raylin. Some earrings I ordered on AliExpress never arrived, and they asked for photo evidence. My girlfriend said, "Is there basketball on?" Then put on the game and walked away. 2 hours later, I'm like, what is she doing? She's napping. She turned it on to keep me occupied like a toddler. How lazy are you? I'll keep pressing keys hoping that autocorrect will realize Wakes was meant to be, because I have a very huge respect for those who didn't watch Game of Thrones at all. Not even a single episode. Even with all the noise made online and offline. These set of people cannot be affected by social pressure, peer pressure, or any kind of pressure in this world. Hey, can someone remind me to cancel my Spotify premium in 3 months? You should cancel your Spotify premium. Holy duck, thank you, I completely forgot. The most unrealistic thing I've ever seen in a movie is when an entire family sits down to eat breakfast together on a weekday. Bollocks. Who'd bloody hell ordered a cream pie? We're out of cream. Ultimate chaos being more fucking 4102. Person, why were most 90s and 80s shows have a vintage filter to them? Me, check your age then see me again in a few weeks.